Good evening. Sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Average Gaming Night. No, sorry, bloody hell. This is Ross Lee Pearson here, and as you can tell by my voice, I've got a really bad throat. I've got a cold, running nose, a bit of a headache. So I just wanted to take this time to actually make a video because I've got a day off. So let's get on with FastLane. And hang on, and just before we go to FastLane, the review, I know there wasn't as many views as I so-called would expect, but no, it's fine. It doesn't really bother me how many views I get, but like at the same time, thank you for participating to the people that have viewed it, and just before I go on to Fastlane, my big announcement is that there are two things. Number one, WrestleMania 32 live reactions and live stream is on. It's definitely going to be a big one. Hopefully, I can actually get George, who was with me last night, for Fastlane, and also Sean and Liam, who were for WrestleMania 31. So hopefully, we can get like a big group and do WrestleMania 32, because WrestleMania 32 is gonna go fucking ballistic from what I just saw on Monday Night Raw. Anyway, and number two, I am really tempting to return to another gaming series, because obviously on my so-called previous channel, Average Gaming Night 6, it was a lot of WWE and also a lot of gaming involved in between. It was very balanced, and some people actually kind of liked it. So if you want, do you want like another mate to play FIFA 16? Do you want a mate to play WWE 2K16? Do you want any other games played? I mean, I can play. I got a gaming. I mean, what's that? Huh. Don't know what that was. So, but like, I've got like a gaming system to what's the word? That I can record PC and I can record PlayStation 4, and they're the two things I have. If you want me to play any games, then please do say so. Oh, sorry guys, my throat is really fucked up today. Hang on. All right, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. But basically, yeah, I'm really tempted to return to another gaming series. If you want me to do a gaming series, then please put a thumbs up, and that's really awesome. So thank you very much. Anyway, a third thing, just sorry for dragging, but I really do appreciate all of you who have stuck with me. And the video I did before Fastlane was that little video about WWE, and I'm really glad. I'm really grateful for all of you to stick around. And I know it's hard for you guys not to be entertained by me as much, but I will promise you 2016 is going to be a better year for YouTube, and I will do my very best to make sure I give you more quality for 2016. That is my promise to you, and that's a thumbs up, okay? And also, yeah, just tell me what you want. That'll make my job a lot more easier too. So, but anyway, let's move on to the WWE Fastlane 2016 review. Now, I watched WhatCulture.com, and I don't know if any of you guys do, but I watched that and I watched his review, and basically I agreed with most things of what he said. And basically, it was a good pay-per-view with a good amount of wrestling in it. There was no changes. There was no major things. Like, don't get me wrong, we got a couple good matches, but like everything just stayed narrow. There was no title change. There was no massive story in the quits. There was nothing. There wasn't anything. There was no debuts. There was nothing. Yeah, I mean, it was just a straightforward pay-per-view, but with good wrestling content. But for the first match, it was Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Team Bad. Team Bad obviously lost. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch won that match. Wasn't really that much. Really wasn't that really interesting to watch, but surprisingly, it was a pretty decent start. And also, it was a Divas match to start the pay-per-view. So yeah, and just before I move on, the 2 out of 3 falls match between Del Rio and Kalisto should have been on the pay-per-view. Fucking hell. It was actually a really decent match. So, and Kalisto retained the United States Championship, and that was a good way to end it in a way because they had like a little back and forth exchange by exchanging the titles back and forth. So that would have been a really good opportunity to put it on the actual pay-per-view itself because them two are great fucking workers. So, but fun's up to them anyway. They had a really good match. Well, okay, the second match of the actual main show cast was hang on, I'm trying to think here. Bitch. um I'll just say, all right, Divas Championship, all right. I know that wasn't second, but I'll just go with this anyway. Get the Divas out of the way. Not sexist. Okay, for the Divas Championship, Charlotte retained. I got really annoyed that Brie Bella was actually in the spotlight for this. Like, I understand why she was facing Charlotte, but at the same time, the story mattered more about Brian than it did about Brie. And to a degree, I actually do feel quite sorry for Brie. I know Brie's trying to do her best, but let's face it, she's not really a what do you call that, the so-called diva of Divas division. She's just another underdog, in my opinion. She's the Divas underdog because of who she is, basically. And it was like I was a bit like, why is she wearing Brian's kick pads? Because it does not suit her for what she was wearing. But at the same time, she's just trying to memorize, it's like a memorial thing for Brian for his career and everything like that. So at the same time, the match wasn't actually that bad. It wasn't as bad as people thought it was going to be. So as Charlotte made a tap out to the figure eight, so it was an okay match. So thumbs up to them. This next match, I'm gonna get this one out of the way, and it was surprisingly good. But the booking of it was shit. And that was the Wyatt family versus Demon Kane, Ryback, and the Big Show. Now, I have a lot of respect for Kane and Big Show. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad they are doing something, but at the same time, with Ryback, he should be moving on to bigger things, which he did on Monday Night Raw, and I was like, fucking finally, because he said, like, I was pretty much thinking exactly what he said when he was in that little promo when he went backstage after he walked out the tag team match on Raw. He said, like, I'm sick and tired of doing tag team matches. I need to move on my own. It's not personal, but if you want to get to the glass ceiling, break it and take it. And I was like, fucking finally, take this. Like, I don't know if it's a heel turn or it's just another sort of face, but going on his own. I don't know. We'll have to wait out till for either Thursday, no Friday, because obviously a Thursday night SmackDown, or next week on Raw. We don't know. But the Wyatt family, the booking of FastLane's match was fucking terrible. I was expecting Wyatt to interrupt Lesnar, but no, it didn't happen. Instead, we're getting something even better. I'll explain in a minute. Most people would know, but I'm gonna save it because it's gonna be my favorite match of the night. But anyway, for WrestleMania. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the Wyatt family were absolutely fucking dominated in this match. Not for the most of the time, but like the ending was very yeah, I mean, I thought Luke Harper really injured himself from Ryback's shell shock. It was a very weird counter, and this is why I don't like the shell shock. You think about the way you land it. Usually, it's a very uncomfortable position because your shoulders, the shoulder of your opponent, is on your sort of rib area, and going down sideways. You should be able to land in a side bump position or a back bump or something. But at the same time, it's a very rough move to take. It's a very rough move to take. I've only taken one, but it wasn't in the wrestling ring because whenever I do a new move, I always do it on the crash mat before I do it in the ring, if you know what I mean. And even landing on the crash mat, I was like, that's a very weird, uncomfortable position to land. And the way Luke Harper landed, he sort of like slipped a little bit while he was going down, and his shoulder crashed onto the mat. And I thought he hurt his delt, like his deltoid. He really hurt it badly in the match. and I felt kind of sorry for him because I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is just ridiculous. But at the same time, oh, hang on. No, no, sorry, I was just reading comments. Yeah, it was a bit like, what the fuck? But at the same time, the booking of it was fucking awful. The win should have gone to the Wyatts. Not like the match even really mattered to a lot of people. The Wyatt family need to move on to bigger things because of what's happening for Mania, what the fuck is the what the fuck is the Wyatt family going to do? We have no idea. But anyway, let's move on. So obviously the Wyatt family lose and Team Big Show, Kane and Ryback win. It was surprisingly a good match, but and then at the same time, it wasn't necessary. Um, Fourth match, the Intercontinental Championship match, Kevin Owens, the champion, versus the number one contender, Dolph Ziggler. This was the second match of the night. This match was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. It was a good back and forth matchup. Dolph Ziggler was obviously amazing. So was Kevin Owens. He was being the awesome heel as he is, the dickhead. And then I've got nothing really much to say about this match. It was just a really good match, and Kevin Owens won with the pop-up powerbomb. And I like the way how he won it because he slammed him to the ground or something, picked him up, grabbed his arm, and then pulled him back and just hit the powerbomb and just got it done easy. And I think Kevin Owens said thank you when he pinned him because the way he was down in the pinning position, because I think them two really stole the show for the beginning of it. So yeah, Kevin Owens is still your Intercontinental Champion. Excuse me. Fifth match. I'm just going to go straight for this one. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Now, this one was definitely the match of the night. These two went on, obviously, for their third and final match. And to be honest with you, now because they've had this match, I'm really glad they done a 2 out of 3 sort of match, if you know what I mean. So let's say AJ Styles wins the first match on Raw, Jericho wins the second one on SmackDown, and then they have one final clash at pay-per-view. This match was fucking amazing. It was back and forth. Jericho kicked out of the Styles Clash. He never hit a code breaker, which was surprising. Sorry. And AJ Styles tapped him out with the I can't remember the move, but it's like a calf crusher or something like that. Like I know who AJ Styles is, but like I'm not really updated on his moveset and all that sort of stuff, unfortunately. But it was still an amazing match, and AJ Styles is going to go far if he continues to have amazing matches like these. So I wonder who's going to face at Mania. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry, that's my phone. Next match. Shit. Oh yeah, for some weird reason, just to fill in, just a bit of filler. Hashtag piss break. They had R-Truth versus Curtis Axel from the Social Outcast. This match was really just to fill it in, sort of thing. It wasn't even that long. It was like a 5-minute match. Curtis Axel won with a roll up because Goldust came out and distracted R-Truth. Why was Goldust out there? I have no idea. I haven't really been paying attention. Has there been any story with them too? I have no idea. So it was just a filler match. So no one really cared. And then to the main event, the triple threat match for the number one contendership to go and face Triple H at WrestleMania 32 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This match is basically a recap of what happened at the Royal Rumble last year. It's basically the two guys who are facing in the ring versus one beast. So basically, the brothers obviously took down the beast. They put him through not one but 2 announce tables just to keep him down. And obviously, and then they would have their own fight in the ring. And then obviously, Lesnar comes back. Reigns spears Lesnar. Lesnar puts Reigns in the Kimura lock. Reigns picks him up for some weird reason because I don't know why people would pick someone up in a dead hold. But anyway, he picks him up. Dean Ambrose comes back in with a steel chair, smacks Lesnar while he's in the hold to Reigns, and then while Reigns is on the floor, Dean Ambrose decides to hit Reigns with the chair. And out of all the endings they could have done, this is what really pissed me off about the ending, because the ending was just so Superman bullshit That's what pissed me off. But anyway, Lesnar rolls out of the ring after being smacked multiple times with the chair, and while Reigns is still down after being hit, Dean Ambrose turns around and gets speared. And then 1, 2, 3. Now, a lot of guys are actually really pissed off that Reigns is in the main event. I understand that. But to be honest with you guys, after what happened on Raw, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Reigns versus Triple H. I mean, like, let's face it. Yeah, you're probably pissed off right now, but no matter what you do and say, the match is still going to draw. So we could. I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, Santina might imagine this. Right, imagine this as an example. Imagine Santina winning. Imagine Santina winning that triple threat match and going off a face Triple H. You still watch it? What? Oh, sorry, you still watch it, wouldn't you? So it's not really going to make a. It's still not really going to make a big difference in my eyes. At the end of the day, if Reigns can give us a good match with Lesnar, he can give us a good match with Triple H. So we have to wait and see. But that's my pay-per-view overall review. I know it hasn't really been that big because, to be honest with you, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's been a very straightforward pay-per-view. There hasn't been any major changes, no debuts, no title changes, nothing. So it's been a very straightforward pay-per-view, and it was actually not too bad. A lot of people have been giving it a lot of criticism, and I understand because obviously that's fans for you. You are going to get criticism in any circumstance, so I understand. But this pay-per-view out of 10 gives me 7 out of 10 at least, because at the end of the day, we actually got some decent wrestling content in that show. So that's the only good thing about FastLane, in my opinion. So now we move on to 6 weeks to the road to WrestleMania. So, guys, what do you think about FastLane? Put down in the comment section down below. What do you think about my new tempting of making a new gaming series? I mean, again, make sure you put down in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe to Ross Lee Pearson. And guys, thank you again for also being a part. I've got 718 subs, and I understand that I've lost a few, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't matter to me even if I only had 5. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all one. So anyway, guys, this is your boy Ross Lee Pearson. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Take care, guys.